We're going to have Walter sing maybe or talk about singing and songs in K-Enter News because our first story is about the original soundtrack of Kpop Demon Hunters. There's more news to that?
More news to that as yes, indeed. So Golden from the Netflix animated film Kpop Demon Hunters has finally topped the Billboard 100 after climbing up from second place from last week. It is the first K-pop song performed entirely by female vocalists to reach #1, and it is also the first to top both Billboard Hot 100 and Billboard UK official singles charts. Now, Golden is a song by Huntr, the fictional K-pop girl group featured in Kpop Demon Hunters. Now, it was written and performed by EJAE. Now, she was a former SM Entertainment trainee and the singing voice for the character of Rumi. Now, this is also sung by Audrey Nuna, the singing voice behind the character Mira, and also Rei Ami, the singing voice behind Zoey. So, it's, you know, what a great achievement.
And what a great achievement, Walter, singing on air today.
That will never happen again.
No, I hope it will. I'll give it the top spot for singing on the Culture Wave show. Don't tell Bella. But what an achievement for the women behind the scenes of this major movie. Now, Walter, we're going to move from one hunter or hunters to another hunter.
Good segue there, because Shiny member Key has dropped his third studio album called Huntr, marking his first full-length album release since Gasoline in 2022. Now, the album takes on a unique urban legend concept, with Key portraying what it might be like to face an alternate self through its tracks. Now, it features 10 songs, including the title track, Huntr, also Trap, Strange, and also Lavender Love. Now, notably linking the two stories together, our first story and our second story together, Sola, the animators of Kpop Demon Hunters recently mentioned Shiny as one of the K-pop artists they referenced for the project, and now coincidentally sharing the title Huntr with Key's latest album and lead single. Now, according to Key, it wasn't intentional, as he didn't even know this movie was coming out until he had already started his project, but it is a great coincidence indeed. Now, Key will also embark on a solo tour starting in September in Seoul and move towards Taipei and also Tokyo. So check out his social media and for dates and also details.
Will do. And even though it might have been a coincidence that the titles sound similar from the album and the movie, it might actually be key to receiving more attention.
Good. Another good joke there, yes.
And now let's move over to our final story of the day. It actually has a similar ambiance to our first two stories as well.
Yes.
We had some spooky visitors here in Korea.
Yes, it's a very dark answer today. Yes, to mark the launch of season 2 of the Netflix series Wednesday, director Tim Burton and cast members, including the star of the show, Jenna Ortega, made promotional appearances on both Sunday and Monday night in Seoul. Now, you may know the name Tim Burton, renowned for his iconic films like Beetlejuice, Edward Scissorhands, and 2 of the Batman movies, just some of the biggest dark comedies and films in history, of course. Well, Burton in 2022 took on the iconic dark comedy family, the Addams Family, specifically the character of Wednesday, to create the very popular Netflix series. Now, season 1 became Netflix's most watched English language show of all time, and the first part of the hotly anticipated season 2 was released just recently on August 6th. Now, there is a part 2 of that season 2, and that is set to be released on the 3rd of September. So check that out when it comes out.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Walter, for those updates, and stick around.
Will do.